Hi everyone. All right, I'll be on camera in a second. I thought I put this for 2 o'clock. I forgot I put it for 1:45. I was like, wait, was it for 1:45 or 2? I had to do my meditation before I came on though, because I didn't get to do it this morning. I had a busy ass morning. I'll be on camera in a second, guys. How's everyone doing today? Welcome in. Grab this. Hi everyone, welcome in. Like the stream. I'll be on camera in a second. Just pick up this stuff right here. All right, we are on. Hi everyone, welcome in. Donations are open. I've had a busy morning. Hella busy. Hi Jess, how are you? I'm sleepy too. I had a busy morning. So I um I had like a real early client and it's gloomy over here. So that makes you tired. That makes me tired too. Yeah, for like a few days. Hi everyone who's in here with me and Jess. Talk to us. I was gonna try to come on at like 12:30 when I was done, but I was like, nah, let me do my saturation session before I go on. Oh yeah. See, it hasn't been gloomy for the past. I mean, I'm gonna say it's been a few days. Definitely been a few days. Um. So yeah. Hi Boo, how are you? How's it going? I'm doing great too. So yeah, technically I took like a little nap, but not really a nap. I was like, what the fuck? There's a little bug in here. What is this? This is the one thing I hate about the summer. Like those little bugs that just come for no fucking reason. I'm gonna get some subs for me and my man later for dinner. Yes. I wanna have like pasta for dinner. But I feel like I need some like ricotta cheese, and I'm not going to the supermarket, and I'm not ordering from the apps either because it just gets too expensive. I get used to like ordering from the apps, like even like lunch and stuff like that. And the other day, like when we was leaving the beach, we decided to just stop in the McDonald's, and I'm like, yo, I be paying like double of the amount of what it is on like when I order like Uber Eats or something. So, not doing that. Not doing that. And I know I said I was most likely not gonna do any more decks, handwritten decks, but I do have one coming. Oh, I found my Lenormand deck. I found my Lenormand deck. So Lenormands are back. We're back in action with Lenormands. So I gotta write a post. Let me actually do one now. Jess, you can post your question. Oh, something bit me on the back of my leg. Ugh. Alright, got you. I'm gonna wait, yeah. Alright. What is coming towards Jess? What is coming towards Jess? What's coming to, okay. The Judgment, the Fool, the Hierophant. You have like a new start coming in, a new phase. I'm getting like, for me, the Judgment talks about sometimes like karma, but I'm getting like good karma coming your way. I feel like the Fool is all about a new beginning. I'm getting like you're gonna like, and even with this card, like to me, I'm getting like freeing yourself, like you're like evolving is what I'm getting. Like coming towards you is like more, like you're gonna start to feel more free. You're gonna still like you're gonna create your own traditions is what I'm getting. So I feel like even with the Hierophant, it's like, yeah, see, the Page of Cups for me is like, is one of my friends said this, and I'll never forget this. My girl that I go to get my channel readings, she said like, this card gives like, you see like there's a pig up there, and like he's flying, he has wings. So like it's like that card of like, if pigs could fly, right? And you know that phrase is like, hold on, give me a second here. Let me just respond to this. it's almost like the things that for me, all right, I'm back, sorry. So for me, like the phrase like if pigs could fly, it's like that phrase of like that's never gonna happen, right? Like, do pigs fly? I mean, no, right? Like that's almost impossible. So it's almost like the whatever you're feeling like or think that it's the impossible, or like you find like finally like highly unlikely to happen, that's what's gonna happen. And I feel like it has everything to do with a new beginning. So like let's just say it's with Jay. I'm just gonna use him as an example. Like let's just say in your mind you're just like there's no way that he will show up in my house with flowers, right? Like there's no way he would do that. And then he does it. Right, so it's like that. Like let's say with a job, like there's no way something is just gonna fall in my lap that's gonna work out for me. Where it's like, let's just say you decide I just want to work from home. I'm just putting it out examples. Like I just want to work from home, and but I want all the benefits of like if I was working a full-time job, right? But I only want to work, part-time, but still make a full-time job money. Like that's it, and it's gonna fall in your lap. Like what's you may feel like is unhighly unlikely, not unhighly, unlikely to happen is like things are gonna happen. So I could put what I can say is like things are going to happen for you in the most unlikely way, like in a way that you have would never have expected it to happen, that you're going to be like, oh my god, let me tell you how this happened. That's what I'm getting. I feel like that's what's happening. It is all about new beginnings, because I have the Judgment card is about a new phase, the Fool is about a new beginning, the Hierophant to me is like traditions, like you knowing yourself. This is also a card of your subconscious mind. So like everything that you've been pouring into your subconscious mind, like it's gonna come to fruition for you, but in the most unlikely ways, like, or like in a way that you would never have expected. um like even like let's just say some, I even just got now like concert tickets like literally just showing up in your email. And you're like, I don't even know where this came from, but it's, and you verify and it's all legit, like just stuff like that. Hi Nicole, thank you. You'll be added, you'll be right after Jess. Show me more. The Four of Wands, the Emperor, girl, the Lovers, girl, girl. First of all, you have five major arcanas already out of seven cards. Show me more. Look, I genuinely feel like this has to do with him. Like the most unlikely fucking way for this to come together is going to happen for you. And I'm getting is it's all surrounding like the connection with him. What Spirit is also saying is like again, and I meant to say this in our group today, like this is like, where our our friend posted about, sent us about his movement today. And I was going to say, you see, like all you have to do is really just, again, is a reminder of like, do you have fun? Like go out and do stuff that makes you happy. Like, if you're not the type that goes out, like just do things that make you happy, focus on you and your happiness. He's going to still come through. It doesn't matter. And it's an example of like how many times have we not tried to like fuck with the 3D, and it's like it didn't really change much, right? So I would definitely say like you continue to do what you're doing. The Four Wands is there. It is talking about a reunion. For me, the Four Wands in this deck, it's not, I don't get the same energy that I get with the other decks, like the other tarot decks. This one for me is more about the celebration part of things, and not so much of like the commitment part of it, because it almost looks like there's like, like it could be like a circus in the background or carnival. So it's like the good, like literally like having fun, celebrating. So I see you like celebrating things coming up too. You may like I said, you're gonna, I feel like you're gonna have multiple things coming in for you, and not just like him, or like not just the job. I think things may come through like very not in steps, but like let's just say like again, I don't know what you're doing. I'm just using a job because that's just I feel like people just focus on career or love. Like like I said, you get this like perfect scenario with this job, and then next thing you know it's him, or like vice versa, and then the next thing you know, like you have like some free money. The next thing you know, you're getting like free products. Like that's what I'm getting, and I'm also getting like you're getting a lot of attention from your reels. Like I feel like they're gonna start showing up like on random timelines where you're gonna get like random people liking your stuff. I'm also getting that too. The Emperor is showing up here. He has like a chess piece in his hand, and I've said this before. So right now it's like he's not playing checkers, he's playing chess. So for me, when someone is playing chess, it's like they're being more calculated, they're being more serious, they're being more um I want to say, I feel like Spirit saying like he's already 10 steps ahead of you. Like it may feel like he's catching up, but it's like really no, he's 10 steps ahead of you. Um, One second. Um, yeah, I feel like he's actually like 10 steps ahead of you, okay? Um, it's like he has a strategic mindset right now. Like he's being strategic, not very emotional. Um, but what's happening is he's thinking long term and not short term. He's moving with the intention and not just reaction. So like for me it feels like you may be thinking like he's catching up to my affirmations, but in reality he's already ahead of you. Like he already know what he's gonna do. It's just being again intentional and not just reacting to anything. So again, I feel like this goes back to like just keep doing what you're doing in the in the subconscious mind. It's gonna flood out, because I do see him coming towards you. Like you guys are gonna connect, and I'm seeing like he's gonna follow his heart. But I do feel like he's being more strategic than anything, which is not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. But again, he's showing up as the Emperor, so he's definitely like that's what Spirit is saying. Like they're like saying like even though you may think that he's catching up, or like you're kind of like in this energy of like possibly like waiting for some actions from him, but it's like he already knows. Like it's more so like you're catching up to him, which is kind of how manifestation works anyways, because the version of him that you're calling in is already there. You're just catching up to that version of him. The Ace of Cups is here. Look, the High Priestess, the Three of Swords. That's too much. All right, the Queen of Pentacles still came out, okay? Why is the Three of Swords here? The Ten of Cups. I feel like, all right, so we have our conscious, our subconscious, and this is our subconscious. This is where I feel like we're more, right? The Queen of Pentacles is practical, so that's the conscious mind. I feel like, because the Ace of Cups is here, so you're what's coming towards you, I feel like is a lot of abundance in love, in money, again, like just you in general. I feel like with the High Priestess being here, because it is like your inner voice, it is your subconscious mind, there may be a little bit of a disconnect with your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. They may battle a little bit coming up, is what I'm getting with this Three of Swords. Like again, I'm getting, remember how up here I was like that energy of like that's unlikely to happen. That's what I feel like is showing up here, like coming up. Like your conscious mind is going to try to fight with your subconscious mind. Like it's going to try to like have you questioning things. So you're going to be questioning things coming up like in your mind. So be mindful of that, because even though the Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded energy, it is, again, it's showing up as practical. And when you're being too practical and too, manifestation is not practical or logical. And And with you tap too much into that energy, you start to like, spiral, or like have those negative thoughts, or, start to question yourself, like the doubts. So, but I see recovery because we got the 10 of Cups. I feel like the main thing that's in your energy right now, honestly, is the connection with him. And I feel like it is going to come through. It is still coming through. I want to say, like, it's almost like he already knows he's gonna come in and like offer you something. It's just like he's just, again, for me, playing chess not checkers is like calculation. It's definitely like being strategic, again, not being too emotional, thinking more about long term and not short term. So let's just say that he may feel like, and I'm not saying that this is how he feels, but let's just say he's like, you know what, I am, you know, physically ready. I feel like I can handle this, but I'm still having doubts in my mind of my own mental. So I feel like he's trying to make sure that he is coming in as a better version than he was last time, which I feel like he is showing up as that. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. And that is what I have for you coming up. Like, there was so much about love here. New beginnings, but you do have new beginnings and other things coming up. Like, you're also shedding like parts of you, which that makes sense why the battle comes in. That makes a lot of sense. You're welcome, Jess. Thank you. All right, and Nicole, you can let me know what messages you want, and if you want, if it's, yeah, if it's love messages, if it's purple, orange, or black. No, because you ordered for 12. So if you would have done the other, I forget what it is, the higher amount, I would mix it. But when it's the 12, I don't mix it. It's just too much. Yeah, I haven't used it in a while. And the other day when I was organizing my decks, I was like, okay, let me use this. All right, got you. Let's see. All right, this is for no. And who are the messages from? L. Okay, what does L want to say to me? I just want to please you in every way possible. Your eyes are enchanting. No one understands me the way you do. Thoughts and visions of us together never leave my mind. I am now more emotionally mature, all thanks to you. I know things got rough. I'm so sorry. I really love the way you smell. I hope one day I will be brave enough to listen to my heart. You probably think I'm trash for the way I acted. I want to go back to the way things were. I fucked up and I know it. And you still mean the world to me. You are everything. So that is what I have for you, love. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Girl, same. I'm like, where's this month going? Like, what's going on? Yo, it felt like August just started, and we're already, tomorrow is gonna be basically half of the month is, well, no, because this is the 30, so by Friday, Saturday, technically, like, half of the month is done. Girl, yeah, this month is like, I feel like, honestly, I feel like by next week we're gonna be in fall. Like literally, we're gonna be like, oh, it's October. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it's October. You can post us. Okay. How is Jim viewing? Just hi guys, who's in here with us? Talk to us. Why you guys just quiet? Don't be weird. Don't be weird. How is Jim viewing? Yo, exactly, Just. That's the funny thing. I don't post much, and even when I post, like when I go out, I don't post who I'm with, and I've always been like that. So Like they left. All right, let's see. How is Jen viewing Jess? Yo, when she said that, I was like, okay, like how close? Yo, we was dying because she's like, it's like, you have you ever seen like there's countries, right, where it's like I'm just using, it's like Spain, and then like the right, if you just cross the street, you're in like, um, oh my God, you're like in a completely different country, but it's like we literally just crossed the street. Like it was like that. I was like, damn. All right, let's see. How is Jen viewing Jess? How is Jen viewing Jess? How is Jen viewing? Oh my God, this card came out at first and I wasn't ready yet, and it's coming out again. So you have the Wheel, the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant. How are you viewing her? I feel like he's viewing you as like you changed. So if you, yeah, like he's viewing you as like you've changed. Um, because the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel it's the wheel on here. The wheel is all about change. It's all about like forward movement. I feel like he's viewing you as like you've changed, and maybe like the Eight of Swords, I don't know, like if like it almost feels like he's having a hard time with that. Um I feel like he's like for sure like it's not an energy where he's like he was ready. Um it almost feels like if you changed overnight, right? And not like um it's almost like, all right, so it eventually you were going to fucking change, right? um how are you talking less he interact with me if I'm like in the control? Yeah, so like the way I can say like change, when it's like this change that he's talking about, it's like eventually you were gonna change, right? Eventually you were gonna grow. Eventually there's gonna be changes, but I think it just happened like too soon for him. Like it wasn't expected, which makes sense to me because you're more in like you're entering your young adulthood. I mean, you've already entered your young adulthood, so there's gonna be, again, you're doing things your way more, right? So like if in the past you kind of did things more their way, I feel like it's just a little bit hard for him, right? I'm also getting um I feel like with the Hierophant being here, it's almost like he's going to be more like he could be now entering this phase of like acceptance that like she's not a kid, she's in a, again, she's a young adult, she's gonna make her own decisions. I'm gonna have to either support it or whatever, right? But I can't fight it. Like he doesn't want to fight it, if that makes sense. Like he doesn't want to fight against it. um Right. So for you, it feels that way. For him, it doesn't. So because remember, your inner world was changing already. Like even when you first learn about manifestation, and I think that now you're entering, not only is like that young adulthood, which changes do happen, but you're also more. consciously awakened. So it's like you're able to see things that they're not going to see. So even if, like, let's just see, like, even with like the work thing, like you're able to see your plan because you know, like, you trust the process, you trust law of assumption, you trust what your conscious mind does, right? Or your subconscious mind does, where for them it's they're not awakened, so it's a little harder for them to understand. I'm also seeing, like, I'm getting like, I feel like he does feel like you're more enlightened, you have more enlightenment, or there's more of an awakening for you, but it could be showing up for him and more so like just a change and not more of a spiritual thing, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he's seeing you evolve, maybe not in a spiritual sense because maybe he's not, you know, a person that thinks in a spiritual way, but I'm also getting like, I think that he wants things to still, like, you know, to eventually maybe not go back to normal, but like have a new normal. Because, you know, things don't, for me, I think that like things don't always go back. They change, and but they could change for the better or for the worse. With the Queen of Swords, I feel like he's viewing you as someone that's very straightforward, very clear, setting your boundaries. He may also see you as like maybe you're a little cold when you like try to get your point across, where he's like, all right, she's a little stubborn right now, I can't get through her, so I'm just gonna let it be. I want to see something with this Five of Wands. And like the Strength card. So I feel like, yeah, I'm getting, like, for me, the Strength card is more so. So what I'm getting with this too, because I have to kind of say this to say this. With the Knight of Wands, I feel like he's just like, you know what, like, she's just going to like almost like live her life and learn her own lessons, so we just have no choice but to let that be. And that's what I'm getting from him. Like, he is definitely viewing you as like, again, like any conflicts or issues, like you're gonna be able to overcome them though. Like, he feels like you're strong enough to overcome them, so he don't have to like hover over you. Like, he doesn't have to like, maybe in the past he saw you as like just like, you know, a little girl, of course, like she needs protection and stuff like that. Whereas like now it's like I'm still gonna give protection, but I'm also gonna let her, you know, do her and like learn her own lessons. Like, I've learned my own lessons, you know, it's her time to learn her own lessons. And not in a way where he's like wishing you bad that you have to go through lessons, but you know, life happens for everybody. So that's what I feel. But I feel like he feels like you're able to overcome conflict. So it's like, I feel like, yeah, again, like there's this energy of like, okay, like this happened overnight, but again, like I know that she can overcome things. You have the Ten of Cups here, so I feel like there's still a lot of love there. There's still a lot of like, you know, emotional stability there. You're still family. Like, it's not like he's like, I don't like her anymore. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like wanting things to be like be happy. So like you see, like there's like parents here and they're watching the little kids. So I feel like that's, and but there's this rainbow and like something is changing here, right? You see the cups in the air, like something is changing. And that's what I feel like is happening. It almost feels like to me like, and I don't, you know, this is one of the, like the most positive, like one of the positive cards in the deck, but it's almost like a rug like slipped from under you, like it's like it was pulled from under him, where it was like, oh shit, wait, we're not dealing with the same person. She's an adult now. I have more of a backbone now than maybe before when we would talk and get into, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. I feel like you're in, and I feel like you're more direct, because that's what the Queen of Swords is direct. She's like, whatever, like whether you like it or not, this is my truth, and you accept it or you don't. And that's exactly what I get from him. Like, it's like you're showing up as, again, an adult, because the Queen of Swords for me, she's a grown woman. So I think that he's like, it's almost like now he's accepting the fact that, you know what, you're gonna evolve and you're gonna grow, and that you're not a child anymore, that he can like dictate what she does. Like, I don't know, how long has he been in your life, Jess? Because I got like very, very little. Oh my god, one of my nails broke. Great. Okay, so it wasn't like. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So it wasn't like from like when you were like 5. Yeah, so that makes sense because you know you're what 22 now, right? Damn, my nail. And if he's been there for like over 5 years, so let's say like when you were like 16. Yeah, so you were definitely, yeah, like so when he met you, you were still like, yeah, but you were a teen. Even if you were like 15, 16, you know, you were still a teen. So yeah, I think it's just that's what it is. I think that that makes sense to me. Wait, since you were 5? I'm so confused. Or when you, because you said over 5 years. So when you were over 5 years old? Right, but elementary school is like, I think I went to like, in elementary school, I was about, let me see, you know, kinder. So before, let me just ask one last, before you were a teenager. Yo, I'm fucking dying over here. Um, so it's been a while. Yeah, so I feel like that's what he got used to, like you being a child. Like you being a child. So it's like I feel like, yeah, he's going through like a parent, like that parent phase of like she's not a child no more. Because I was thinking, I'm like, even if he would have met you like 15, 16, it's still like, damn, there was a short time of her being a kid and now she's an adult. So it could, I was taking it both ways. But yeah, that makes sense why, you know, he saw you as a child, like you were little, where now it's like, oh, she's coming into her own. And that's just what happens. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just what happens. And there's either acceptance or there isn't. But at the end of the day, like, if you don't accept it, it doesn't mean that it's gonna go your way. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like overall though, like the energy felt good. It doesn't feel bad, but he is seeing you as someone that's very more direct. Like you're also honest, right? So I do feel like he sees you as someone that's very honest and open, which is I feel like that's something that he finds very honorable. Someone that's very, and also you being direct. But he also knows that you will, yeah, you will stop talking to him if it gets too much. Yo, that's funny. Um, You're welcome. Chocolate strawberries this week. Ooh. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jess. I'm the same. I'm the same. I've learned that it's better to be direct because who are we sparing at the end of the day? Somebody else? Like, who am I sparing? Somebody else? Somebody else's feelings that when my feelings come first? So that makes sense. Yeah, it's almost 3. It is almost 3. Yo, that's funny. Wait, it was your reels or your story? Oh, the story, the story. Okay, okay, okay. Yo, he liked, yeah, he liked all of them. That's funny. He said, "Now that's my girl. That's my woman." Girl, girl, for sure. That's so crazy. Yeah, he said, "I'm making myself known." Right, who in here with us? But yeah, my friend told me that. And you know what? Wait, I'm gonna text it to you. Hold on. Um, gonna try out a new sub that has hot honey and then my regular. Ooh. Ooh. Grab some chips. I'm a little hungry. Hi, who's in here with us? Welcome in. Donations are open. I don't know what I want for dinner. Girl, that's your favorite dessert. That's your best kind of dessert. Yo, that's funny. You felt his vibe. Yeah, guys. Well, I mean, I would imagine because you know he's lifting stuff, and he likes to lift you, so he likes to bench press you. Mm-mm. I was trying to look. I was gonna look for something. What was it? What was it? What was it? I don't know. Now I don't know. Yes, I know that's right, Jess. I would have been like, I would have melted. That's the kind of stuff that makes me melt. I felt like a or when he lifted me to the car when he was about to take me home. He carried you to the car? I know that's freaking righteous. Ooh. He was like, want to be carried? I would be like, absolutely. You don't even have to ask. You can always just pick me up. Pick me up. Like, pick me up. I'm gonna, right, where is, oh, did he come in today? No, he texted us. That's what it was. He texted us. He texted us. So, um, can be down bad and be. Oh my God. I am. I'm gonna work out later. Lately, I've been getting like very out of breath, like really fast. I have to see what's going on. Cause yeah, it's been like crazy. Oh my God, I haven't watched this girl in a minute. I used to watch this girl a lot. Um, Her name is Frankie's Tarot. I used to love her readings. I mean, I would like her like sign readings, like astrology, whatever, astrology signs, readings. Oh my God, they used to hit majorly. And even like readings that I would get from her, like she would do lives for like paid readings. They were $10. She's also like into manifesting. That's why I liked her. Um, so she would give like manifestation tips, but they were like short answers, but they were like clear to the point. Like that's what I liked about her because she was just like straight to the point. Yes, her name is Frankie Tarot. She's been like really popular for years. Um, yeah, I haven't watched her in oh my God, in so long, over a year for sure. All right, I'm gonna wait till like maybe 3:30, and if no one comes in, I'll be back on later tonight for our late night tarot. I never got into the pick of cards. Never got into those, but I would watch the signs. I would like definitely watch hers. There was a bunch of people that I would watch. There was this one girl, she was on point too with some stuff, Milagros. But then I started to realize like I was making myself resonate with some of the readings where I was like, yeah, um, let me like get out of that. Because not everything is supposed to resonate. So, because once you let it resonate, then all of a sudden you start experiencing it. You're like, you see, that was on point. So I kind of but I never did the pick a card. But I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people in like the law of assumption community do. The All the Signs. Yeah, I used to watch the All the Signs. And then at one point, I got so like desperate and like watching these fucking tarot readings, like the general ones, that I would watch like my moon, my sun, my rising. Then I would watch my person stuff. Then it was just like, oh my god! Before I knew it, I was spending hours on watching shit and then confusing myself. So yeah. Yeah, exactly, does. It's fucking exactly. It's one or the other. There's no in between. There was this other one lady that I used to watch too. What was her name? Free, I think it was. There's a few people I used to watch. You know what? I'm gonna head out now. It's quiet. It's just me and you. But I'll be back on later. A little bit earlier than I have been, but I'll definitely be back on. Um all right, bye, Jess. See you later. I'm sure I